So why would you need a drill in wire wrapping? And the answer to that is to create different patterns with some of your wire, such as twisting your square wire like in this pendant, or creating coils like in this piece right here that hasn't been put on a pendant yet. And so that's where the benefit of this keyless chuck that I told you about comes in, because in most standard drills, there's a gap here that will not fit 21 gauge square wire. It just slides right in and out. By adding that keyless chuck, you have a tighter grasp on your chuck, which allows you to hold smaller wires. Now, once you have your square wire in your chuck, in order to twist it without warping it or without breaking it, just grasp the end with a pair of nylon pliers. Don't put a whole lot of tension on the wire itself, and then let the drill run. The drill and your grasp on the end is going to do all of the work to twist that wire for you. Now let's make a coil. How I like to do this is I like to do a loose wrap around one end of my round wire and take my smaller gauge round wire. Here I have 18 gauge and 26 gauge wire, and then I clamp both of those together into the chuck. Then you're just going to use a very light pressure from your index finger to guide the 26 gauge wire around that 18 gauge wire. This can also be done with smaller wires, and that gives you your coil. You can then choose to take that smaller coil and wrap it around an additional wire to make a double coil. Another thing that you can use a drill for with a pair of nylon pliers is to straighten the wire. However, be cautious with this because this is also going to work harden your wire. You can do this on purpose to work harden your wire so that you don't have to keep soft, medium, and hard wire around, and instead you just can keep soft wire, which is a third of the wire that you would otherwise need.